The Trump administration is facing new questions about that, and the president today is showing signs of making some changes to his approach in Minnesota. He hopped on a call with the governor, and now he is sending in his border czar. NewsNation's Nancy Liu is live for us in Minneapolis and joins us from there now. Okay, Nancy, what's the latest today from Minneapolis?
Well, Connell, this is the exact spot where Alex Pretti was gunned down Saturday morning. He, of course, an ICU nurse, and behind me you can see someone has left a stethoscope as well as some scrubs that say, "We will never forget." The memorial continues to grow along with the backlash over the deadly shooting, and today there are signs of a slight shift in federal posturing, as sources tell NewsNation's Alex Pretti that there is growing frustration within DHS about the messaging over Pretti's death. Federal officials have repeatedly referred to the ICU nurse as a domestic terrorist and initially implied he wanted to massacre law enforcement. Public scrutiny of the widely circulating shooting videos have many concluding Pretti only had his cell phone in hand and that he had not drawn the weapon he was licensed to carry before being shot up to 9 times by Border Patrol. This morning, President Trump revealed that he had a very good call with Governor Walz and that they seem to be on a similar wavelength to make things better. According to the governor's office, they also discussed the shooting investigations and reducing the number of federal agents in Minneapolis. In addition, word that White House border czar Tom Homan is headed here to Minnesota today, on the street where Pretti died, not far from where Renee Good was shot and killed just 3 weeks ago. Residents are encouraged over possible de-escalation, but there's a lot of skepticism.
Any movement away from where we are right now is welcome. We have a long way to go, though, and I'm afraid that meeting in the middle is not enough. It needs to be more than meeting halfway. There's a long way to go.
Now, in meantime, there are 2 major court hearings today. A federal judge weighing whether to temporarily halt the Minnesota crackdown, and a second case involves the preservation of evidence from the shooting of Pretti after a judge issued a temporary restraining order barring DHS from destroying evidence. The judge will determine if that order should remain in effect. Now, in another development, Republican Chris Mattel, he's abruptly ended his run for governor here in Minnesota, saying he cannot support what he called federal retribution against Minnesota.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.